inside Ralph Lauren's country estate. Ralph Lauren's home in Bedford, New York, known as Oatlands, was originally named by its first owner, landscape designer Robert Ludlow Fowler, Jr. The estate was designed by renowned New York architecture firm Delano and Aldridge in the early 1920s. Bedford, with its lush and rolling landscape reminiscent of the English countryside, has long been a haven for those seeking quiet wealth and a retreat from the social spotlight. In the late 1980s, when the estate fell into disrepair, Ralph Lauren purchased Oatlands and embarked on a restoration and update of the magnificent period mansion. Today, Oatlands represents a harmonious blend of the past and present, with its aristocratic structure providing a backdrop for a contemporary celebration of the grandeur of a bygone era. Ralph Lauren and his family own several estates, but this one in particular holds significance as it embodies the iconic American gentleman, the image that Ralph Lauren is most known for. It is their personal residence where they have lived for over a decade and raised their children. It is an original creation in the realm of interior design, blending English flavor with American energy. As you approach the Lauren house, the paved road gives way to dirt and gravel. The house itself, built in 1919, exudes a Norman architectural style with stone and slate materials. Surrounded by over 250 acres of rolling lawns and woods, it possesses a timeless quality. There is no doubt that it will retain its appearance for another 100 years. With its 17,000 square feet, the house is large but not overwhelming. It feels suitable and comfortable for the family. The only indication of who resides there is a car parked in the forecourt, one among the collection of classic sports cars that look as pristine as the day they were delivered half a century ago. Upon entering the house, you'll find an entrance hall that is not overly adorned. A grand George II side table and the first of many oil paintings greet you, accompanied by the scent of lilies. Throughout the house, you'll encounter dense and formal arrangements of romantic white flowers such as hydrangeas, imperial lilies, and calla lilies, with touches of old-fashioned scarlet roses. It is in the entrance hall that a spectacular view awaits you of the backyard and the estate beyond. Directly to the left of the hall is the library, a room paneled in mahogany that exudes the aura of a robust gentleman's club in a perpetual late afternoon. There are no laptops in sight, but plenty of notebooks and sharp pencils. At one end of the first floor, you'll find a classic English drawing room, where a center table sits beneath a crystal chandelier by Ulster. Seating groups gathered around fireplaces at both ends of the room, and despite the layers of paintings, carpets, and books, the ambiance remains light. The zebra wing chairs are Louis XV, and above the George II table is an 18th century tapestry. Hanging between the windows is a portrait of James Ramsay Cuthbert, painted by Sir Thomas Lawrence around 1805 to 1810. There are certain themes in the home that reoccur. Ralph Lauren prefers his rooms to be richly colored, dramatically lit, and focused inward. He favors mahogany paneling, polished Georgian furniture, and Persian carpets that bears the signs of wear. Tartan, often considered a novelty by most interior designers, feels natural to someone from the fashion world and is used abundantly. The dining room draperies resemble fringed kilts, tartan pillows, throws, and runners are scattered throughout, and various collections of antique plaid metal boxes and accessories can be found. Animal imagery and the energy it brings can be observed everywhere, from the pencil studies of lions to oil paintings of horses and leopards. Leather also plays a significant role, captivating the designer's fascination. Ralph Lauren collects leather like an anthropologist collects bones. It is a constant presence in the house, serving as furniture, upholstery, accessories from old briefcases and school bags, and appearing in various forms such as hide, suede, alligator, and crocodile. These leather pieces exhibit different conditions, from beautifully aged to worn and shaped by time, ultimately forming a museum-like display of the material. Upstairs, the Laurens' private quarters consist of a 5-bedroom suite that opens off a paneled round hall. The master bedroom is enveloped in a deep blue fabric, resembling the midnight sky during a full moon. And this room features slightly more elegant furniture compared to the rest of the house. A Georgian mahogany and walnut bureau cabinet and an 18th century mahogany armchair by George Jacobs, a Regency bed, chinoiserie accents, and oriental rugs can be found in this space. Adjacent to the bedroom is the sitting room, primarily used by Ricky Lauren, where tartans are mixed freely with a French desk with lovely accents. The purposeful balance of antique and contemporary is evident throughout the house. Their closet and dressing room are outfitted with mahogany millwork and an atmosphere of luxurious tranquility created by the presence of exquisite clothing. Classic pieces like riding boots and jean jackets are part of their everyday wardrobe. Stacks of luggage line the room, resembling magnificent old saddles in a stable. On the other wall, nearly broken-in Belgian loafers are showcased, each monogrammed with RL. Here, Ralph Lauren greets Ralph Lauren every morning, surrounded by the embodiment of his personal style. A circular mahogany-paneled hall leads to the master bath. The couple chose white marble for the space, which overlooks the grounds. The space has a mirrored wall and an 18th century mantelpiece, making it a more delightfully feminine representation of the Ralph Lauren aesthetic. The pool house at his estate is a stunning oasis nestled within the lush grounds. Designed with the same attention to detail and timeless elegance as the main residence, the pool house exudes a sense of refined relaxation, its architecture seamlessly integrating with the surrounding landscape, featuring a harmonious blend of stone, wood, and glass. Inside, the pool house offers a luxurious retreat for both leisure and entertainment. The space has comfortable seating, providing a cozy atmosphere for lounging after a refreshing swim. Large windows allow natural light to flood in, creating a bright and airy ambiance. The pool itself takes center stage, beckoning residents and guests to take a dip in its crystal clear waters. Surrounded by meticulously manicured gardens, the pool area offers a sense of privacy and tranquility. Whether enjoying a swim or simply basking in the sun, the pool house provides a serene escape from the outside world. The grounds of the estate are a testament to the beauty and serenity of the English country style. Although designed by landscape architect Robert Ludlow Fowler Jr., they were meticulously restored and maintained by Ralph Lauren. The estate's rolling lawns, lush gardens, and majestic trees create a picturesque and tranquil setting. The landscape blends beautifully with the French Norman-style residence, with carefully curated paths and terraces that invite exploration and contemplation. From the vibrant colors of the blooming flowers to the peaceful sounds of birdsong, the grounds of Oatlands provide a sanctuary of natural beauty, perfectly complementing the grandeur of the estate itself. And so that was a closer look at the Nee Bedford estate of Ralph Lauren. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment down below telling me your favorite area or room in the home. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.